Hello everyone, I hope you're having a wonderful day. Today we have a public match on the Hagerstown Turnpike, but before we get into that, thank you to our Patreon members for the support. If you'd like to support, go to the link in the description where you can get a live stream of all the broadcasts we do. You can advertise your regiments on the bottom of our videos and get raw gameplay footage of everything we cover with no commentary and UI. So, let's get into it. Server prop right now is 300. It's a 8:40 p.m. Eastern Time on November 19th. Inbalance right now is 8 towards the CSA side, just turned to 9. Confederates have 8 on artillery. Union has 16. So, right off the rip, it is a 17-man inbalance in favor of CSA, infantry-wise. Anyways, briefly, officers, CSA, you got Knight, Bell, Viceroy, and Nuke. Jamerson Whiskey on CSA Arty. And then Union Arty, you got Beer Keys, Road Trees, Napoleon III, Agrippa, Senior Daz, and then for your artillery, you get Corn Drago. So we'll probably see the numbers shift out as the round plays out. But Union normally full send with their whole team to this right side. They got a nice little hill here that they can use from cover from CSA Arty. It looks like Agrippa and Napoleon III are the ones that are holding down over here. Generally, you'll see CSA holding this wood line, which it looks like most of their team is starting to move that way right now. And only one company is there. You got another company here that's holding kind of behind the hill, using it as defilade. And then lastly, you got the 2 other CSA companies that are retreating to the woods. It's a little late there, but they're doing that nonetheless. You have one Union company, I think, out here. Senior Daz moving his guys out over here. Just kind of shooting at artillery. Not shooting at a whole lot. Looks like actually one CSA company is engaging them. So they're getting that off. I do not like this move at all. Okay, so they're still defilated behind their cover, which is good, but it looks like they're retreating that way as well. Back to the woods. So you have some CSA like Union's doing on the other side, but with a lot less guys. Looks like the 6LA guys are out here having some fun shooting Union artillery. That's the thing too, is Union Arty on this map, you don't use it for the first quarter of the game. I mean, as mentioned, CSA can't shoot where Union's at. Union can't shoot anywhere either, so they have to roll the guns up to where the Union's at and move it up to this hill. So you got some CSA pulling off, Bell's holding off to the open field, some Union pushing forward, Agrippa is getting aggressive here.
Shoot these guys close on the left. Oh yeah, shoot them from here. Look at these guys on the left here.
Load them up, boys, load them up!
Get them motherfuckers! Get them motherfuckers!
There's a lot of CSA on that fence line. I mean, you got one of the Union companies, they're holding back on the far side. I think they're trying to hit Bell, which they should charge this. Why are they... Hey, this was a poor move from CSA. I know Bell died early on, but some of those guys charged in there.
Nice job.
But regardless of that, tickets look in CSA's favor slightly. Especially as they get, they shoot down the Union to an insane degree over there. I mean, part of this is a large Union company shooting against CSA from a faraway distance. They're not doing a whole lot over here, to be frank. Now, if they wanted to charge in, those CSA already is, I think, out of bounds, but I mean, I think you got to get a little more aggressive on this side because there's a lot of Union guys over here that aren't doing a lot. And it's causing your right side to kind of flounder, and CSA is actually pushing out.
Blow their balls off! How's our boys? You're stacking them up! Once you guys have got your reloads, get on that line and send it!
That's 2 flags. Gentlemen, break reloads while that
About face! Break reloads! Break reloads! Let's go! Let's go!
So Napoleon III is falling back. They're just being outgunned. CSA is playing this smart. They're defeating Union in detail.
Come on, get up here and help me push these Yankees back.
Why did you push all the fucking way up there?
Cover.
First Louisiana A, hold fire.
And it looks like this Union company is going to start playing a little aggressive here. They might cap point. This might draw CSA away from this side of the map and force them back to the center. It could be one outcome of this. Or they could just stay over there and hope that their one CSA company will take this out. But Senior Dads might be able to hold. Or another option is they're just going to go right through and try to hit the CSA from behind. The CSA is really overextending here. One Union gun is now up. How aggressive they're playing.
Fucking ball if he got it. Press 5 to switch ammo.
So, CSA have moved onto that artillery piece over there. Senior Dads is starting to push up a little bit. I mean, if they push their guys up here, I mean, those Union guys pushed up at the same time. It could be a great chance to knock CSA down, but those are always hard to communicate on a public match.
Pina coladas going.
Shoot the ones right in front of you. Those are being blocked.
And it looks like Senior Dads are going to do exactly that, so I can appreciate this a lot.
I'm kind of.
Charge. Don't say a damn word. Charge.
CSA is caught off guard.
Right. Enemy right.
Break your loads. Brace right.
Smack.
Press C.
Got more Union reinforcements collapsing in. Agrippa is with his guys right now. They could get some CSA flags here, which would be huge. You got a Union company. Why are you standing back?
Shoot their flags, boys. Don't let their flags get away. Shoot that
I
other
mean, if
flag
you
there.
can
Get that
wipe
BB
CSA
flag down.
flags and trap
There it is, there
CSA
it
in
is.
their
Up and
spawn
over,
on
guys.
this
Come on,
map and
finish
control the
them,
map
boys.
for the
Don't let
next
them get
5
their
minutes, that'd be
flags.
huge.
Camp their flags, guys.
I got 2 of the flags so far.
Camp on them.
I mean, you got Union company over here. Looks like that last Union company's starting to roll up. And so, great response rather from Union after having kind of a poor start. Both sides engage. Here comes Union charging in.
Take a step back. Take a step back from the fence. Take a step back from the fence. Take a step back. Let's come over to you.
Some Union inching closely. CSA, they just, again, you got to get that flag out. Looks like Kino's going to be running that flag out. Or he might just be running out of bounds, which he's running out of bounds. So,
Just die.
Yeah, just die.
so if a flag bearer dies and the flag is dropped inbounds like those 2 flags are, normally there's a 5-minute despawn timer. And so after the 5 minutes, flag will despawn, someone can spawn in. However, if you run the flag out of bounds, it'll despawn within the first, like after 15-20 seconds, it'll despawn. And that change was implemented in the first place because some people would spawn in as the flag bearer and troll and run off way out of bounds. And so no one could go pick up that flag and it'd be despawned for 5 minutes. So this is kind of the counter for that, but obviously you can be a little gimmicky by throwing away your flag like that. Pros and cons, but it's probably the best solution for it. And look at that, it despawned. So I think CSA protected 2 of their flags. But still, this is a great response from Union. Tickets are even, maybe even favoring Union by a slight amount.
Fucking oath.
Thank the Lord. Thank God.
Still slightly behind on taking.
So some
Once you're ready.
CSA Knights playing a little aggressive here. It looks like the rest of the CSA might be following suit. Maybe they're trying to flank around their side. I don't know if they realize how close Union
Rambo
is.
on the left. Oh, we got a bunch of them on the left.
Oh, left phase, right there, cut the grass, independent fire.
Kill them all, boys. Light them up.
We're with the media. We're with the media.
Spread fake news. You spread fake
I'm a
news.
battlefield photographer.
His boyfriend thought he was gonna get away. I clapped that fucker in that field.
No,
I
we
got
cut
him in
him
the
off
back.
with battlefield photographer.
No, fuck that. Battlefield photographer, they're spreading fake news. They thinking it's...
Hell no.
They're spreading false information. We don't deal with that. Deal with that, though.
Knights guys are getting a little aggressive here and charging in. Why is CSA play so overly aggressive? Half their flags are down right now.
Steady.
Whole Union team is
Watch your
concentrated.
sectors, keep cutting them down.
Charge, AW. Brooklyn A, moving forward.
And you can hear some of the Union beer is charging his guys here to a outnumbered CSA force. Union's going to get a huge ticket lead here.
Go home. All right, back. What's next? To the start. Company B. They're moving forward. Company B, what's next?
Wow. CSA has, let's see, 3 down flags right now. That 4th one's probably in the wood line. Nope. All 4 flags for CSA are down right now. So, that man over there just picked up that flag. If he dies, that 5-minute timer I talked about restarts, but I think he's probably going to be able to get away. Union is continuing to charge. Looks like Joseph's going to get that flag out. Potentially. We'll see.
Roger that. Any targets succeed. On that.
Breaker
Wisconsin A
reload.
to the left. Wisconsin A, we're moving up to the left. That's fine.
So CSA is trying to run up to the side. If that flag despawns within the next, like, 5 seconds, that'd be pretty funny.
Pick it up.
Ah, I got it. Alright, so they got their 2 flags back. Maybe all the... See, it looks like CSA might have gotten all their flags. I don't see any down flag markers, but CSA is very spread out. If Union could, again, defeat in detail if they want, but Union's in a very good spot right now.
Huzzah, brave lads. Huzzah, keep it up.
South boys.
Easy shots, boys, easy shots.
Yourself.
Take your time, let your aim settle.
All right, enemies are starting to form up to the south-southwest.
There's some Union capping. Might be these guys here. So, yep, CSA. Natural. Joseph is now an officer. We just saw him with that flag, but... CSA, again, continuing to play awfully aggressive. And Senior Daz wants him gone.
Down the kill!
A very spread out charge here from Union, but CSA is kind of spread out. Union already getting a great shot. Knocking down those people. What was that flag bearer for Union doing?
Oh shit, they're here.
So it looks like Senior Dad's charge failed in the end. 1 against 2 in terms of companies. The amount of companies that are there, so... Looks like the rest of the Union's going to about face and finish what Senior Dad started. Union already, I think that's probably for the first time they've had some extensive action over here. Union's capping. I don't think they should. But they're going to charge through and probably get 2 flags out of this.
Go home, Johnny. Go home, Johnny.
Gotta take them over my
Go home, Johnny.
Yeah, both sides now taking losses. Union stopped capping. And that's the thing, is... At the beginning of the round, I think this kind of describes a lot of what War of Rights comes down to, is Union was working, their groups, their companies were independent of each other for the most part. They were kind of together, but they were very spread out. CSA was working as a team. But that switched, and now everything is even again.
Alright boys, break those reloads. reloads. We're on the move.
So CSA has 2 down flags again. Deep in Union lines again.
Keep it up.
Actually, I think they might be able to hear it.
Form at the backside of the moment.
Copy that.
Brooklyn A, move to the right of our friendly.
Ram those rods. Fiddle those nipples.
So CSA pushing down to this corner side again. They probably have 2 flags again.
Direct straight ahead. Look at them right there, boys. Take aim. Direct straight
They're
ahead.
still trying to play a little aggressive. You can see they're hopping over that fence. I don't know if they wanted to run up the hill, but...
You aim low, you bastards. You aim low. That fence ain't bulletproof.
Get them,
At the base of that fog, boys. At the base of that bank of smoke.
Aim for the bottom. Fire those. Hit them in the nuts.
Or where their nuts would be. We are fucking hurting them, lads. Keep it up.
I don't know how much red shirt's coming through, but... comments are always great. So CSA, you got half of them moving out. The half that are at main over there, like some are coming to reinforce here. It looks like CSA might be pulling out of the wood line here. I mean, what do you got? You got an officer here. It looks like the artillery. So 1 CSA company back here. So it must mean 3 CSA companies are here. And it looks like some are retreating, some are moving in. Let's see if they're talking. Viceroy's going to keep going in despite these teammates pulling out there. And they don't got a flag, so if they die, they got to spawn back at main. And look at that tick gap going in Union's favor. It's about a third of a morale stage difference right now.
Plenty more of those Irish coming over on the boats, lads.
Right side, right oblique southwest. Look at that movement. Hear those little smoke puffs. Lay into it.
Brooklyn V, if you have no good shots, you can hear the order from the other company. West-southwest, you see that smoke?
And the thing is that CSA, just to harp on the point again, like look how spread out CSA is. They're not working together as a team right now. It's hard to communicate in pubs. There's no doubt of that. But you got one company here getting shot at the crap. You got one reforming in the center, one spawning in and trickling in from main because they don't have a flag, and then the one with the flag, which you would think would be over here because they're going to take a lot of casualties, are holding far back. Like if you do not have a flag in this game, you either gotta charge with all your guys right away, or you sit back from a really far distance and shoot. Because anything in the middle of that means your guys are going to slowly be dying. They're going to spawn in at main and run up to you. And sure, you have to do that sometimes, but you should try to avoid that as much as possible because it can create confusion, guys can get lost, and just chaos, and everything spread out. Like we kind of see. It looks a little better, but it's still kind of crazy. I mean, look how many CSA are still spawning in at main. So, if I'm CSA... that company with the flag needs to be up at this corner here. Those 2 companies there without flags, I don't know necessarily who. Actually, one of the companies, this company, Viceroy's, should not be running up there when you don't have a flag. I think that is a terrible mistake. The 2 companies with flags should be running up there. And I appreciate that one of the companies without flags is sitting back for CSA and kind of holding far back and shooting from a distance. So, and I mean, this breakdown is causing CSA to be spread out to a significant degree. It's now a half morale stage difference, maybe even more. And Union, because of the aggression and a lot of charging we saw early on, Union now has a lot of time to do what they want, which is what you want to see as an attacker. You want to have plenty of time to do what you want. You don't want to be restricted by a clock or the amount of tickets that you have. And because of how overly aggressive CSA was, and because of the charging that ensued with that, it really allowed Union to get this ticket advantage and let them do what they want. So
I need you to lift my butthole. Stop.
Dak right here, gentlemen. Dak right here on this line.
So CSA's trying to hold further back. Union could get a little aggressive. I will be intrigued to see how Union plays this when they go for that point of contention.
Flag spotted.
Keep
Far
up that
southwest,
energy.
250 yards.
Fire.
Hey, look south. We got one flag, 150 yards.
So, third of them are out stage. Still CSA's at breaking. Got Union starting to push up on the right side here.
Keep it spaced out.
Spread out, spread out.
Good suppression, good suppression. Keep it coming.
Holy shit.
They missed, boys. Hit it back.
So, I mean, you got a couple of Rambos here and there engaging on the point of contention right now. Is that artillery guys? No, some infantry guys. I mean, auto lines are not great for either side. It's going to hurt CSA more in these instances here. And while any individual instance of Ramboing is not bad for your team, when they all start to add up, it can create a mountain of issues. A mountain of lost tickets like that. So, got Union movement. Beer moving up. Those CSA flags have despawned, so Union starting to push a little further forward, get closer to that point. They're almost cutting CSA off, keeping them in the wood side as more Unions start to push up and take that as well. Grippa moving there as well.
That line, boys. Take aim. That volley right there. Take aim, boys. Into the woods. Take aim. We're gonna stand here and load. Fire.
And any cap you see from
Independent
CSA
fire.
right now is
Good enough for me.
nothing significant. I mean, it looks like you got a couple skirmishers on point, but it's not a force. The closest CSA force, as you can see, is right in front of us, south.
Matter of fact,
So it's only one company.
we're gonna take this volley like champs.
Union could start the pre-cap point if they want, and honestly, smart on those CSA skirmishers to keep this point capped in CSA's favor. The 6LA guys are playing that smart. So if Union wants to take the point when they hit breaking, now they're gonna have to fully decap it and then cap it instead of just having to cap the point. So
I want more dying. Die faster.
what?
Die more. Keep dying. Fire at will.
Die more.
We're dialed in. Keep firing, boys.
Me-
You're not we're not volleying. You're flying at will.
Fire. Hold your fire.
Wait,
Back up
okay,
to
hold
me
the
on
fire, sorry.
Back up to me on
Union
the
could
Hold
start
your
making a
fire.
move to point. You do have one CSA company. They're starting to shift around the far side. Union still kind of holding entrenched, though. CSA is about to drop to breaking.
That's the recipe, boys. Loving your work. Keep it up.
There we go.
Huzzah! Huzzah!
We'll
Steady now.
probably see more CSA starting to move towards point. You got one CSA company in the woods, but the two Union companies up front here are making a move towards point. Trying to finish this round.
Space it out on this line and face the south.
CSA, that company that moved out that I was just talking about, they're holding far back. Union's taking this point fast.
Out here. Do not go in. Do not go in. Where are you monkeys going? Space it out on the line and shoot.
And so
Don't worry about the Rambos, guys.
CSA inching a little closer. Looks like they're going to charge around this side, but that's the thing. They're charging independently. Nope, never mind. They're not charging. They're getting close and doing shots. I guess they have the Mississippis. Not great charging. Not great charging weapons, that's for sure. And so they're trying to outshoot Union, but the only way you're going to be able to successfully do that is if your teammates show up, which they are content on holding out in the woods still. Which luckily for Union isn't the point.
Just keep shooting, boys. Make sure you don't break.
CSA, though, really, half the CSA team appears to want that woods, though, to be that point. They're still not moving. Why are you not moving? Okay, they're slowly starting to move. But I think Union's about to just take this and win. Here come the Mississippi Rifles charging in. But I don't think it's gonna... Oh, it might be close here. The problem is a lot of these CSA guys, they're just sitting back. And
Don't worry, it's gonna...
You got Union charging in the flank, cutting off CSA reinforcements. So
Watch this guy. He's getting us. Ouch.
yeah,
Ouch.
I mean you got a fair amount of CSA. Even a few guys. Every guy makes a difference at the end here, and so
Oh, check this out.
everyone needs to charge in. It's going to help your team better in the charge, even by 2 or 3 people. It's going to help significantly in the charge, and you'll also be on point. When you're just sitting back and shooting, you're not doing much. But regardless of all that, good round. CSA, I think, started very strong. Union was not working together, and then the inverse happened, and Union started working together, and they worked together for the rest of the round, whereas CSA worked a little more independently. So, good round here. And with that all being said, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. If you want to support the channel more, we have our Patreon where you can get a live stream of all the broadcasts we do. You can advertise your regiment on the bottom of our videos and get raw gameplay footage of everything we cover with no commentary and UI. Besides that, though, we have our Discord and merch, and we are also posting clips along with links to our videos and Twitter, I guess X, and Instagram, so if you want to be notified that way as well, check us out there. But anyways, I appreciate you all. I hope you all enjoyed, and we'll see you in the next one. Have a wonderful rest of your night.